David, let's sit down here. So don't come up yet.
Just in case you need to sit.
No, I need to sit. The question is, do I want to be on the stage?
Yeah, well, you'll be the focus of the eyes on the stage, but it's better getting up and down. So let me know. I'll be happy to have a chair.
Well, so I'm going to get a chair. That's for sure.
Let's sit down, Noah. Sit down.
Now?
So you need that?
Yeah, I'm trying to. It should be. I can consolidate too.
No, you can have the whole table.
Oh, nice. Okay. This should be good.
That's what I'm asking.
If I am on the stage, I'll give you the.
This should be good. I think I just need to sort these real quick, but everything else should be pretty quick. But,
So your PowerPoint slide goes in this order, this way.
there's not really a rhyme or reason to
You
it.
just reach in and grab them as easy as all.
Yep.
All right. It's your project.
Yeah, I'll be
So, sweetie, we'll
on.
You
should be good.
Special awards, yeah.
he's got everything.
He's got special.
Here it goes for you.
I don't go up here.
Do you have him all by himself up here, or you want to?
You want to be up by yourself?
Yeah, that's fine.
Senior division's vision, that's on purpose. So we don't mix stuff with the junior. Junior is right up here. So in the table. Very simple. And I didn't think we would do chemistry group. So we'll just be on the margin. That makes sense?
Did you still have this?
So we're gonna get going here in about 2 minutes. If I could have everybody take your cell phones out and set them to airplane mode or turn them off or volume down, that would be real nice. It's easy to see. We have restrooms in the back. We do not have a drinking fountain or any liquid beverages on this floor, but I'm told that downstairs there is a drinking fountain. And we'll be going in 2 minutes.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the 66th Flint Regional Science and Engineering Fair, and congratulations to all of you who entered, and all of you are going to win something. I'm Michael J. Thorpe, and I'm your host. I get to tell all the great stories about what's happening here today. 11 counties, that's how many where students are coming from. 11 counties in southeastern Michigan, all the way from Midland to Port Huron to here in Flint, all over the place. So welcome to our town here in downtown Flint. The science fair will affect you in so many different ways. I'm going to tell you a quick story. When I was in 5th grade at Civic Park Elementary School, my science teacher, Mr. Fonowitz, showed us how to make a radio out of a toilet paper tube and copper wiring. I'll never forget that. Just do that, put a battery on it, and listen, and I could hear those voices on the radio. Surprisingly, what I thought was cool was the voices on the radio. I've spent most of my life since then trying to find a way to get on the radio. I've worked in radio and television my entire career, and it started with a science fair project at Civic Park Elementary School with my science teacher, Mr. Lefonowitz. You never know where science is going to take you. Anyway, congratulations to you all and welcome. As we get underway here today, I would like to start by introducing to you the president of the board of the Flint Regional Science and Engineering Fair. The president of the board, Mike Mosher. Mike.
Thanks, Michael. My job up here is to make sure you know all the work that went into putting this fair on and do thank yous to all the parties involved with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a big thank you to our host, University of Michigan Flint. They gave us that venue down in the Expo Center in the Riverfront Convention Center. That's a new building that U of M Flint just acquired in the last year or two. The upper floors are all dorm rooms for the students to stay in. That used to be a hotel. Used to be the Hyatt Regency, right? Was it the Hyatt? And now it's property of U of M, and they just bent over backwards to make this a great site for us. This is the North Bank Center. This building here that you're sitting in here, this used to be a bank back in the day. And now it's an arena for wedding receptions, and U of M owns it, and great venue for us to do an awards ceremony in. So I'd like a big round of applause for U of M Flint for this. We have a scientific review committee of volunteered professionals in the medical and engineering field that review all of our projects to make sure that they're safe, to make sure that there's no experiments going on, there's no explosives being used, or anything like that. So I need to do a thank you to the following people that work on that scientific review committee: Dr. Quasiazer, Martha Short, Brian Weatherden, Jordan Krell, and Kathy Dutton. Round of applause for them. The science fair is run by a board. We're a 501c3. We are all nonprofit. Every member of the board is a volunteer. And we're always looking for new blood to get in and help us with the fair. So if you thought that this was a cool event, if this is something that your students or your kids benefited from, and you'd like to help volunteer as well, we have a little sheet over here by the sign-in paper where you can actually fill it out and make comments about how we can make the fair better, but also would like to fill it in how you might like to help and contact us. You can always send us an email, call our number, you leave a message on our number line, and we'd be happy to get you involved in helping out the fair. Everybody that's here at the awards ceremony should be recognized for your efforts today in the fair. We've got names of all the participants and your projects somewhere up here on the table up here, and you should hear your name called. You're all finalists in the junior category. If for some reason we don't call your name, come and see us after the ceremony. There's something probably happened in the computer system, something got switched around. But we'll fix it after the ceremony, okay? What we will do when your name is called, like for special awards, we'd like all the students to come over to this end of the stage and walk up to the stairs. We'll have people right here to hand you your certificates and your trophies and whatever. And then we'd like you to turn right around and go back off the stage the same way you came on. So nobody walking back here behind the podium. It's just too tight. I can't fit you all through here. But over on that side of the stage, you see over in the corner there's a little photo board. And that's a chance for you, as soon as you get your special awards, you can go stand in front of that board. All you photographers, Dad, Mom, you get right over there when they get their award. You can get a photo as soon while they're still in the glow of getting that award, right? After the ceremony, we're happy to do photo ops up here on the stage as well. You can get groups of photos with board members of the fair and your kids. If that's something you'd like to do, we will hang around for that opportunity. I think that's it for me. Turn it back over to Michael Thorpe.
Thank you.
All right, and we are now underway. I also wanted to mention this was a bank. This was the lobby, and there was the guards tower right there, watching when you made your transactions. I'd like to take a moment to introduce to you the board of directors, the people that make this all possible and have for, well, these people haven't done it for 66 years, but some of them have done it for 20 and 30 years. And well, of course, we've already met Mike Mosher, the president of the board. And as I read your name, please stand and give the royal wave. Our treasurer, David Hill. Mr. Hill. Secretary and prize coordinator, Jackie Aklaitis. Krell. Marketing and food services, Kathy Dutton. Medical community liaison, Dr. Kazi Azur. Grant and scholarship chairperson, Doris Hill. The head of judging, Joshua Engel. The IT publicity, David Dutton. Legal advisor, Patrick Tully. And the other members of the board, Suresh Tuma and John Wamba. And I'd like to read the sponsors, the people that make it all possible. All you young people are going to get certificates. Many of you will get cash awards, and it's thanks to these people. And when I'm done reading the list, you should give them a very loud round of applause. They include the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation, the James Welch Foundation, the Bosch Community Foundation, the Arthur G. Bishop Charitable Trust, Stella and Frederick Loeb Charitable Trust, the Community Foundation of Greater Flint, Kavita and Suresh Tuma, Cardiology Association of Port Huron, the General Motors Foundation, Hurley Medical Center Foundation, Anna Paulina Foundation, Mott Community College, Mid-State Bolt and Screw, A Family Who Believes in Science, Kettering University, Michigan Association of Hazardous Material Professionals, and the Women's OBGYN PC of Saginaw, and the University of Michigan Flint. Now let's have the big round of applause. Up to the time when we get to announce great awards. Now, as you've been told earlier, when I call your name, jump up smiling, come down to this end, and come on up here and get your award, and then you're going to go right back down that way. So the 2022 Junior Division Special Awards. The Lamelson Early Inventor Prize for creating a promising solution. Uh-oh. There's no name on this one. Okay, for creating a promising solution to real world problems goes to Mohammed Adnan Najjar. The U.S. Metric Associations for outstanding use of the metric system, Jameson Mullen, the effect of water on the grass growth. You can walk, take your time. I'll wait. We all need exercise. I guess that's a good thing. The U.S. Navy and Marine Corps, Excellence in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. The winner receives a certificate and an award packet. Mohammed Adnan Najjar. He'll get his awards when he comes, we'll get them to him. The Genesee County Medical Society for Excellence in Medical Studies. The winner receives a plaque. Anna Hansen, improving air quality in schools using DIY approach. From Hurley Medical Center, Excellence in Medical Studies, Matlin Millar. The effects of it. I'm not going to try to read the title. The effects I've got to do this anyway. I'm a professional. The effects on cilia movement. How close was I? Good enough for TV. From the City of Flint, Mayor Sheldon Neely's office, the outstanding achievement for the Flint Science Fair goes to Bilal McLaughlin. The Matthew Barley Mathematics Award for Excellence in Mathematics goes to Matlin Miller. There's a lesson here. All of you should sit closer to the front. Michigan Association of Hazardous Material Professionals for Excellence in Environmental Science and Engineering. The award goes to Anna Hansen for improving our air quality using DIY. The Michigan DHHS Explore Lab Award for Creativity and Exploration. Third place, bronze medallion and a certificate to Nav Park. The Michigan DHHS Explore Lab for Creativity and Exploration. Second place, silver medal and certificate goes to Mohammed Adnan Najjar. And that was for the effect of organic and commercial fertilizers on plant growth and water runoff on aquatic life. And there's more, but I can't read it. The Michigan DHHS Explorer Lab Science Award for Creativity and Exploration, first place, gold medallion and certificate to Madeline Miller. University, and that award goes to Muhammad. The Ascension Genesis Behavioral and Social Science Award in Excellence in Behavioral and Social Science Study goes to Dilshan Singh for Does Gum Affect Concentration Levels? Ascension Genesis for Microbiology, Excellence in Microbiology Award goes to Shiraz Aftab. The Ascension Genesis Award for Plant Science for Excellence in Plant Science goes to Mohammed Adnan Najjar. The Ascension Genesis Medicine and Health Science Award goes to Madeline Miller. Madeline learns quickly. The Ascension Genesis Cellular and Microbiology Award goes to Amaya Shahzad. The Ascension Genesis Animal Sciences Award goes to Zayden Guza. The Ascension Genesis Biochemistry Award goes to Anna Hansen. The Ascension Genesis Chemistry Award goes to Jeff Sukajek. The Ascension Genesis Award for Earth and Planetary Science goes to Mohammed Adnan Najjar. The Ascension Genesis Environmental Science Award goes to Mohammed Adnan Najjar. The Ascension Genesis Environmental Management Award goes to Anna Hansen. The Bosch Motorsport Technology for the Fast Track Award. The project demonstrates excellence in computer science and electrical engineering. Oh, and the winner gets a certificate and a Bosch Power Toolkit. Congratulations to Leela Widman for antenna length, which is most effective. The Bosch Motorsports We Set the Pace Award for projects that demonstrate solutions for tomorrow's transportation needs, including, and the winner will get a Bosch Power Toolkit and a certificate, Jeff Sahojak. The Bosch Motorsport Invented for Life Award for projects that improve the quality of life and help conserve natural resources. The winner receives a certificate and a Bosch Power Toolkit. The winner is Miriam Moore for Are Your Ears in the Clear? The United States Air Force Award for Excellence in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math goes to Mohammed Adnan Najjar. 100,000 Ideas Most Promising Future Business Award for Outstanding Inventors with Business Applications goes to Mykala Witkin for Temperature versus Fungal Growth. The David and Doris Hill Chemistry Award for the novel and creative use of chemistry to solve problems, and the winner receives $100. And the winner is Abdul Waleed Ali for his dye bacteria dye. The Gupta Science Foundation Award for creative use of mathematics or medicine, and the winners will each receive $75, and there are two. Madison Dunk and Audrey Van Valen for How Does Color Affect the Way People Taste Food and Drink? Congratulations to all of those young people for their wonderful work. When the work is so good that I can't even pronounce the words that are in that, you know that they're doing doing something pretty good. I'd like to introduce to you now board member and the fair director, Jordan Krell. They call him a spark plug, everybody I've heard too. We'll see what that means here. He has got a special award to give out.
All right, so each year the science fair gives away a teacher of the year, educator of the year, apologies. And so that's for one teacher from our area who's doing a great job with their students, and also, well, usually need to bring students to the science fair, but also it goes beyond just the science fair itself. So this year, our educator, they're doing more than just science fair. They're even taking one up in space later this year. It goes to Mr. Ostrander from Perry Innovation. I don't know if he's here. So busy, he's not here today. So we'll get that out to him and make sure that he gets that. So congratulations. And for any of you Perry students, make sure to congratulate him tomorrow.
And be sure to mark him absent. Well, as we move forward here, now we're going to talk a little bit about how the rest of this evening or this afternoon works out. Mr. Mike Mosher.
So I talked a little bit before about the number of volunteers and board members that it takes to put on a fair like this. I'm going to continue along that vein now and talk about some of the other groups. All of the students here know that they had to interact with judges yesterday to figure out what your project was about and to help us make these special awards, but also for the final to figure out the awards ceremony and who has the best projects are the best. When we took all the finalists and put them together, we couldn't just say, well, here's 5th place and 4th place and 3rd place. I mean, it just didn't work out. There's too many good projects. So we do start out with 6th place, but there'll be maybe half a dozen kids that will get a 6th place prize. And the same thing for 5th and 4th. And then once we get down to 3rd and 2nd and 1st place, we'll just have one student for those areas. And all of this is done by the work of these judges. These judges are professionals in our community. A lot of them are doctors or engineers. A lot of them have PhDs. A lot of them are teachers. And they volunteered their whole weekend to come in here and help us make the science fair happen. We could not do it without them. With the pandemic over the last 2 years, last year and the year before, we actually did the whole science fair virtually online. Students had to put their whole project into PowerPoint for the first time. We did Zoom interviews, and we did it, we pulled it off, but it's just not the same as talking to people face to face. So we're so happy to be back in a face-to-face fair. But we found a lot of advantages from doing the online stuff too. Technology is really a tool, especially if your student is doing everything in PowerPoint. Those are technology tools that the students are acquiring that are going to be really good and last forever. the teachers were now able to review the projects in the weeks before the fair, and we actually knew coming into Saturday who the finalists were going to be ahead of time. And that was a big advantage for us. So I want to do probably how many, 40, 50 judges that we had on site yesterday. I want to have a big round of applause to those volunteer judges. In addition to the board members that Michael introduced, there's a number of assistants and volunteers. A lot of them are spouses or children of board members that get hauled in and say, come on, you got to help us put on the fair. And they volunteer their time as well. People like Michaela Mosier, Paul Bowerly, Tom Gagnon. These are people that are parents who have had kids in the fair before. They don't really have time in their schedule to work on the board, but they come for fair weekend, and they're essential to us, helping us. So a round of applause for those volunteers. A lot of students here with their science fair projects probably wouldn't be here, though, if you weren't in a classroom with a teacher who stood up one day and said, we're all going to do science fair. So we're really happy that that teacher does that, you know. And teachers are just the biggest supporters of us, and we are the biggest supporters of those teachers. We believe in science, we believe in science education, and you won't find a group more loving of the work and the dedication that teachers do in this community and in this country than the science fair. So a round of applause for our teachers. Students that have really complicated projects come to us on a regular basis and say, you know, I'm thinking of doing a project like this, but I don't know if I could get, you know, I'd have to get access to like a laboratory or maybe a research facility. And the science fair works to try and match you up with people that have that expertise, have access to those materials. If you need a 3D printer, we can get you access to a 3D printer. All you got to do is ask. We have a lot of volunteer mentors that end up out of that process, mentoring students through their projects. So another round of applause for mentors in the place. The last group I want to recognize is critically important to everybody in this room, and it's the parents of the students. So this is only for the students in the room now. I want you to stand up and give a standing ovation to your mom and dad for all the help they did on your science fair project, all right? Now let me finish up with some housekeeping announcements. Today's the last day of the fair. So that means you got to go, if you haven't already, got to go back over to the expo area after this and pick up your project and take it with you. If you don't pick up your project by 5 o'clock today, it goes in the trash bin. Throw it away. Okay? If you want to stick around and help us, about 5 o'clock, we'll be filling up trash bins. You know, we could always use some help in that. We have to leave, we want to make sure we leave U of M in the pristine condition that it was when we walked in the door on Friday. So we're going to clean that expo room really good this afternoon. I talked before about pictures in front of the stage and afterwards. Right up here, we'll have board members up here that can pose for pictures. The senior awards ceremony is right after this one. And those are the students that are 9th through 12th graders that will be competing for the senior division award winners who get to go on to the international fair. So one of the great things that we do as an affiliate of, they call it ISEF, International Science and Engineering Fair. They're based out of Washington, D.C., but they put on a fair once a year in May for a whole week. And the winners of the local fairs, like the Flint Fair, get to go to the international fair to compete with students from all over the world for grand prizes. And the Flint Science Fair pays all expense paid trip for our fair winners to go. This year's in Atlanta. So you'll go down to Atlanta for a week. We send chaperones to go with them. And they have a great time. And they usually win national awards and grand prize awards at the ISEF. The Flint Science Fair has a tremendous reputation of sending top-notch senior projects to the national fair. The last 6 years in a row, we've had winners of categories at the international fair. That's pretty amazing for a little fair like Flint. So that's just me patting myself on the shoulder, you know. I'm going to turn it back over to Mike, and we'll start handing out the big prizes.
All right, now we know the ground rules, and if you haven't, Doris, is it right? You need some pictures, right, of some people standing beside their science projects. Was it you that was talking about that earlier? If you haven't had a picture taken by your science fair project, please take one today, and make sure that it gets to who? The science fair. You can find a way. We want to be sure we can put your name and your picture right next to your award. So anyway, everybody that is entered in the science fair, come on down and get yourself situated on the stage. No, I mean, come on down. All the finalists. And while they are all gathering here, I'm going to tell moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas and uncles and aunts, they're going to get an envelope. And you kids, you got to listen to this too. In this envelope is going to be a letter. And it's also going to have a check. So don't accidentally throw it out. Pay attention. The envelope you get is likely to have a check in it. Do not throw it away. Let's have a round of applause for all of these wonderful young people up here. They're going to change the world for the better for all of us. We're going to go down the list, and as you get your award, just kind of get back here and get it from these people, and then go back and find your seats, okay? Oh, they'll bring it to you. Yes. Okay. Mike, she's going to bring it to them. Yep. She's going to bring it to them. She thinks that'll be a little easier. Okay. Don't move until you get your award. And don't forget, don't throw away the envelope. There's a check in there. 6th place, Caitlin Singles for the Earth, Environmental, and Chemical area. Sixth place, Jameson Mullen for Earth and Environmental Chemical. Zara Kunjwal. Zara Kunjwal for Life Sciences. Preston Wallen. Okay. So we've got Preston Wallen. Jeff Liu in the Earth, Environmental, and Chemical area. Audrey Van Valen and Madison Dunk for Life Sciences. Yes, we did. Jeff Liu, L-I-U. Did I say that right?
Okay, there we go.
Let's hear it for all of them so far, just because I messed up. Has to be Audrey Van Valen, right? Madison Dunk.
Right.
Marissa Maurer. Isabella Chorley. Maria Moore. Nola Balbach. Nola Balbach. Shiraz Aftab. Kylie Worthing. Anna Tisworth. Shalini Gupta. Sophie Thomas. Amos Miller. Kaylin Guza. And Lily Durrani. A round of applause for all of our sixth place winners. And now we're in fifth place. And the winners are Jesseline Cower in Earth, Environmental, and Chemical Sciences. Andre Wong for Life Sciences. Natalie Smith, Physical Sciences and Engineering. Christina Tibbetts. Aditya Vera. Gabriel Haviland, Hunter Clark, and Patrick Ireland for Physical Science and Engineering. Anna Hansen. Orion Moya. Hunter Asbury, Connor Williamson, and Maximilian Blazdek. Yes, just did. Hunter Asbury, Colin Williamson, and Maximilian Budzik. 3 of them. Not here. Those were our 5th place winners. Let's hear it for them. In 4th place, Mohammed Adnan Najjar. He's not here. Aya El Ghanimi. Nav Parik. Yeah, we're getting more room on the stage now, but be careful. Gage McCann. Diaramak Rishman, forgive me, Rachmanashan. Mariam Otab. Donovan Owens. Ree Patel. Cyril McInerney. And those were our 4th place winners. Okay. Here are our 3rd place winners. Aiden Bean. Leela Widman. Jeff Sakojak. There were our 3rd place winners. Second place winners, Matlin Miller. Michaela Whitgen. And Tucker Gratch. One of these young people are going to be our grand prize winner today. They are Ryan Fox with a 1st place win. Bilal McLaughlin with a 1st place win. And Peyton Rowe with a 1st place win. Don't go away. You can't go away. We'll close off the door. We're not done yet. Yes, we're ready for the grand prize. And I got to tell you, what these young people have done is just amazing. All of them. Let's hear it one more time for our 1st place winners. Don't go anywhere. No. Stay here. Stay here. They don't want to win the grand prize. It's really hard to keep them up here. You need to come back. We're giving away the grand prize. I'm thinking of the Olympic Games and the gold medalist said, oh, okay, never mind. Okay, here we go. The winner, 1st place, the grand prize winner for the junior division of the Flint Regional Science and Engineering Fair is Bilal McLaughlin. Congratulations to everybody. They all deserve a nice milkshake. Have a great afternoon. Good night, everybody. The what?
The broadcast sheet.
The broad.
Letter.
Oh, I talked about it. You want me to read it? Asked to read this whole letter, so as you're walking out, listen to the letter that reminds you to open the envelope to get the check. It says, congratulations for winning a prize at the 2020